So I didn't want to be making this video at all. Apologies, the sound and everything is bad. I've just got my laptop. I'm not anywhere near the studio, so I haven't got my microphone. I've also not posted a video in a while, but I didn't have anything I wanted to post about until today. This is a video all about something called people.io, and if you don't know what people.io is, I have no idea why you're watching this video, but I will try and explain it to you. People.io is an app that offers its users rewards for sharing their data via questionnaires. Now, the way this works is very similar to Tinder. The app would give you a questionnaire and it would be filled with statements. And the statements would be things like, I use online banking. If you did, you'd swipe right. If you agree with it, if you don't, you'd swipe left. Now, every time you answer one of those, you get a credit, and those credits are redeemable within the app in something called the marketplace. You'd get things like vouchers. At the time I started using the app, I had just under 1,500 credits, which would have been enough for, I believe, although I don't remember exactly, I believe it was a £10 Amazon gift voucher. Then the marketplace disappeared. It went down. People contacted people.io via Twitter, who made a big statement, and they said that there was a problem and it would be returning soon. This was a constant thing we were told through months and months and months. It would be returning soon. It was coming soon. It's coming soon. Won't be long. Not just from Twitter, via the app itself in updates. A man called Pete Luscombe every week was coming out, at one point, every week coming out on a Monday saying, yes, guys, it will be returning. Bear with us, and we'll talk about the process they're making and the progress they're making up to that point. Fast forward to April. They said the app will definitely be coming in April or May. Fast forward again to the very last day of May, May the 31st, 7 p.m. in Britain, and the app comes out with a new marketplace where everything is ridiculously priced. That may sound unfair, but if you go through screenshots on Twitter, and there's enough of them out there, people.io constantly said the base for things would be 1,500 credits, or things would cost 750 to 1,500 credits. This is what people were told. One user said it would be a real kick in the teeth, I'm paraphrasing, but it would be a real kick in the teeth if the marketplace came back and the costs were astronomically high. And people.io said, we hear you loud and clear. Well, if they did hear us loud and clear, they just ignored us, because things came back. An Amazon gift card for me was for £5 and would have cost 5,000 credits. I have 2,777 credits. The only two things I could have got on the App Store, this is a lie, there are more than two things, but two of the things I could have got on the App Store were a high-vis jacket with the company logo on it and a signed picture of Pete Luscombe himself. Now, if there were other incentives that were more appealing to the majority of us, I think those two we've been putting in as a joke would have been all right. 2,500 credits for a high-vis jacket is quite a lot. And the whole thing screams of not just a joke, but a bit of a middle finger to us. You have to couple this with the fact that during the last couple of months, there's been promises made and broken on and off. Back in November, it'll be a couple of weeks maximum. I've got the screenshot from Twitter. That was back in November. This is June the 1st now. Everything that was on the marketplace is gone already, apart from things like an iPhone X for 30,000 credits. People.io tweeted a few weeks ago that the user with the most credits had less than 8,000. That's a difference of 22,000. There's no questionnaires to answer. So by the time anyone racked up that amount of points, it would be probably, 2 years? And by then, the iPhone YS Plus would be out. It's not a great incentive. And during all this time, people.io have been on TV programs like ITV Tonight, saying that people are being rewarded for sharing their data. I contacted ITV Tonight after that episode aired. I spoke to a man called Jim Booth. I've got the email out here. I don't want to misquote anything he said. We were being told that it was ironing out problems and the marketplace was being worked on and tweaked to bring us the best marketplace ever. That's why it was taking so long. I contacted Jim Booth because Nicholas Oliver, CEO, I hope you're watching this, Nicholas, because this isn't a witch hunt. I really wanted the app to work. I still want the app to work. But you have to realise why people are upset, because I don't think you're quite getting it. You went on ITV Tonight and said that your platform, people.io, was rewarding people for their time and sharing their data. That's what you told everyone who watched that programme. It was false. It wasn't true. You didn't say, we will be rewarding people. You said they're being rewarded. Thursday's Tonight programme. This is Jim Booth. Thank you for your email following Thursday's Tonight programme, Google, Facebook and You, What They Know, and our interview with the CEO of People.io, Nicholas Oliver. I was the producer of that particular edition. Again, this is Jim Booth. He's a freelance producer. He doesn't work for ITV anymore. His contract's run out. It is true that the People.io marketplace has been down for maintenance for a while, but Nicholas Oliver and his team reassured us that this was in order to iron out bugs. So far, that's what we were told. They told us that in the course of the maintenance, they uncovered a number of users who are abusing the system by linking multiple empty email accounts, which they say is taking longer to fix than they'd hoped. You've never told us that before. If you have, I apologise. I don't remember that ever being brought up in any of the weekly updates, any of the reasons on Twitter why the marketplace was taking so long, that it's our fault. That's just what you've told them. And the reason I contacted them was because I wasn't happy that they were allowing you to promote your company with false advertising. And they said that this is why that had happened. Do you get a glimpse of why people are annoyed? I've contacted ITV Tonight today, actually, to get a follow-up to this. Everyone who was involved in that email is out of the office or doesn't work there anymore. So I'm still waiting to hear back. I wanted to wait till the marketplace came out and I had a day off where I could actually do this properly. If back in November you'd have come out... let's recap first. Things cost a lot more for us. I'm assuming that's because your price point was too low. I don't believe it was people abusing the system. Maybe that had a part of it. Maybe it was ironing out bugs. But the fact is, you want us to trust you with our data. You want to prove that our data should be protected and we can have more control over it. And yet, we have no idea how you work as a company because this seems to be completely disingenuous. Completely disingenuous. And I think part of the reason is that you had the price points too low. If you were offering a gift card for such a low amount of credits and realised that's not sustainable to us as a company, that's fair enough. But just tell us. And I know we can't go back in time, but if you'd come out in November and said, "Hello, my name is Nicholas Oliver. I'm the CEO and founder of People.io. We've taken the marketplace down. I apologise for that. The reason is people have been abusing the system and we're trying to iron out the bugs with that. They've been abusing it by linking empty email accounts and we have to stop that. We can't continue with that working. So I apologise for that. Also, and I do apologise for this because this is my fault, we have set our price points too low and we can't afford to keep offering the vouchers for the current cost that we are. We have to raise the cost of them and that's going to need to change. That's why the marketplace was taken down and I apologise. I apologise wholeheartedly. Now, if you'd said that back in November, that minute and a half, whatever statement that I just made up, I wouldn't be so annoyed. You'd be a bit more clear. But yet, you're still asking us to trust you with the data when you're telling us one thing, the producers of a TV program that highlight you another. Look at the App Store ratings, look at Trustpilot ratings, look at your ratings on Glassdoor, look at all these things. I mentioned Glassdoor because that email was 11th of May. Since then, I've spoken to previous employers of yours, and I'm not going to employees. I apologise. I've spoken to people who worked for People.io. I'm not mentioning names, they've asked me not to, so you can ignore everything I say at this point because I'm not going to substantiate it with anything. But needless to say, they've all echoed the same sort of sentiment. Toxic workplace, clueless people in charge, the person in charge isn't a leader, I'm guessing that's you, Nicholas, and just a complete lack of intention going forward. I've tried to choose my words very carefully there. Also, yeah, I'm not going to say anything else those people have said to me because I promised I wouldn't. People are annoyed right now. I really would love your app to work as a user and because I agree with the ethos of it. But I don't think there's any way right now anyone could possibly say that People.io is a good platform in its current format. That's why people are writing to BBC's Watchdog. People are reporting the company for fraud. There's a lot going on right now. I hope that this can blow over and you make the platform you want and that people can be rewarded in the right way. I also hope that I haven't wasted 8 months of my life not bailed early because I want to keep the credits and actually redeem them. I want to be able to redeem them for something I want, not a high-vis jacket. That's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. We're all very annoyed. The company screams of being disingenuous. That's the best word I can use for it. And I think it's about time. If I was to give my review for People.io, good idea, nice app, but time to cut my losses, and I would suggest no one else uses it. That's the big review. Your website, your Twitter account, everything is promoting it as being rewarded for your time and sharing your data, and there's no actual sign of that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm absolutely wrong. I hope I have to come back on and make a video where I eat my words and say, okay, they had teething problems, but they're the great, great app, and I'm being rewarded. You can be too. I will come back on you and I'll make a video singing your praises. I don't know if people are going to watch this. I've got hardly any subscribers. The rest of my videos are mainly me playing guitar and singing badly. Doesn't matter. This is my only avenue of trying to out you, and people need to see this, I hope. You can't say one thing to us, another thing to someone else about us, and then claim to be a transparent and trustworthy company with our data. That's it.